Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hamza Ahmad. I am student at Rehan School, Apet campus. Today I am going to fourth Chatgpt talk about topic thank you. Hey Chatgpt, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly fine. If you've got something on your mind or any questions, just go ahead and let me know.
Okay. What does the phrase thank you means?
That's a great question. Thank you is a way to express gratitude. It's basically a simple acknowledgement that you appreciate something someone did for you, big or small. People say it in so many languages, but it all kind of boils down to showing respect and kindness.
Why do people say thank you?
Yeah, that's a good point. People say thank you to build positive relationships, show they notice someone's effort, or just make interactions more polite. It kind of helps everyone feel seen and respected.
What is the origin of the phrase thank you?
So thank you actually has really ancient roots. It comes from the Latin word gratias, meaning gratitude or favor, which evolved over time in different languages. In English, by the Middle Ages, it became a center of affection.
How did the word thank develop in the English language?
Yeah, so the word thank in English actually started out from older Germanic roots. It's related to the Old English word thankion, which meant to give thanks or express gratitude. Over time, it just evolved in both sound and spelling until it became the thank we use today.
What did word thank develop in the English language?
Great question. So, thank developed from Old English thankion, which meant to express gratitude. It's linked to even older Germanic words like the Old High German Danken. By the Middle Ages, it was already a pretty common way to say thanks in English, and it just kept evolving from there.
What did the word thank originally mean?
Good follow up. So, originally, the word thank was tied to the idea of thinking or remembering something. It came from the same roots as think, basically expressing recognition or acknowledgement of a good deed. So, it was kind of like mentally thanking someone at first.
Why is gratitude important in everyday life?
Yeah, I think gratitude is really powerful because it helps us focus on the positive. It boosts our own mood, helps us connect with others, and just makes everyday interactions more positive. Plus, when we express it, people feel appreciated, and that kind of spreads kindness.
Okay. How does say thank you show application?
That's a great point. When you say thank you, it signals that you really noticed what someone did and you value their effort. It's a small gesture, but it shows that you're paying attention, that you care, and it creates a sense of mutual respect in everyday life.
How does thank you help build positive relationships?
Yeah, so when you regularly say thank you, it kind of creates a cycle of appreciation. People feel seen and valued, which makes them more likely to help you again or engage with you positively. Over time, that builds trust and a really supportive connection between people.
Why is thank you considered as a polite expression?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you is seen as polite because it shows you're not taking something for granted. It's a simple way to acknowledge effort and it sets a tone of mutual respect. In
How
pretty much
does
every culture,
how does tone of voice affect the meaning of thank you?
yeah, tone of voice is super important. If you say thank you with a warm, genuine tone, it feels really heartfelt. But if it's monotone or rushed, it can come off as insincere. So how you say it can really shape how it's received.
What emotions can be expressed thought thank you?
Yeah, definitely. So thank you can express a whole range of emotions like gratitude, relief, affection, or even surprise. It really depends on the context and that tone behind it.
How do different cultures express gratitude?
Yeah, that's really interesting. So, different cultures have their own ways. Like in some places, a bow or a handshake shows gratitude, and in others, a simple phrase or even a small gift is used. It all depends on what's considered respectful in that culture.
What are some alternatives to say thank you in English?
Good question. You could say things like, I appreciate it, or I'm really grateful, or even just many thanks. And depending on the situation, something like, I can't thank you enough works too.
How has technology changed the way people express thanks?
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, now we can say thank you instantly through texts, social media, or even with quick emojis. It kind of makes gratitude faster and more frequent, though sometimes it's less personal. पूछना है तो आराम से करो। मैं यही हूँ, जब भी तुम तैयार हो मुझे बता देना।
Why is thank you common in mails, text, and social media?
Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you is super common in those spaces because it's quick and easy to type, and it still feels genuine. Plus, it helps keep conversations positive and polite, even when everything's really fast paced.
How does gratitude improve communication?
Yeah, so when you express gratitude, it just creates a warmer, more open vibe. People feel appreciated, and that makes them more willing to engage, listen, and collaborate. So overall, it just smooths out conversations and builds trust.
Why is important to acknowledge the kindness of others?
Yeah, it's really important because it helps people feel seen and valued. When you acknowledge their kindness, it encourages them to keep being generous, and it just strengthens that sense of community and trust between people.
Is thank you used around worldwide?
Yeah, pretty much. Almost every culture has some way of expressing thanks. Of course, the exact words and gestures differ, but the idea of saying thank you is pretty universal, and people really value it everywhere.
Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.